This video is going to be a little bit random, but I'm throwing it out there, man. The reason why most people are struggling, I can talk on it because I've been there. It's going to be kind of generalized because everybody's struggling with something different. Biggest things that I see everybody struggling with: low confidence, low self-esteem, and a major one is people who are lonely. And what follows real closely with loneliness is depression. People are depressed, lonely, low confidence, low self-esteem. Those are the biggest things that I see. Now, I'm not going to talk on, how we got there and everything about why we got there and how it feels while we're there. I'm going to talk about the solution side, because that's what I like to talk about: solutions, how to fix problems. Everybody needs answers. Some people are all just looking for answers and they just can't. They haven't found the right answers. So I'm going to try and give you some answers. One by one: low confidence, low self-esteem. How do we fix it? Okay. It's going to come down to action. So right now, let's say my confidence is low. My self-esteem is low. I just don't feel good about myself. What is an action that I can do to fix this problem right now? It might sound stupid and you might have heard it before. The first thing you should fucking do: hit the floor, hit some push-ups. I'm telling you to do this, and it's so simple, and it sounds fucking stupid because it's so simple. When you do this, you're forcing blood around your body. You're forcing a serotonin and a dopamine response from your body. Hit a set of push-ups to failure. Get your blood flowing. It's going to change the way your mind is thinking for that exact moment that you're doing it. So if you're fighting to get a push-up, you know what I mean? Your mind is not thinking, because it's dealing with the task at hand. So by doing these actions, you're immediately causing yourself to have a different thought pattern. You're raising your you're elevating your fucking energy immediately. So I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to work out. Now, self-confidence. It's not just your body that you're wanting to focus on. If you have low self-confidence, maybe you literally need to step in the mirror and figure out, damn, is my skin bad? Is my hair grown out? Is my beard fucked up? Whatever it is, you got fucking hair growing out of your nose. Clean yourself up. Work out, take a shower, and then it's like, now what? Create a plan. As hard as it might be to sit down, honestly, when I really was working on this, I haven't really ever had super low confidence, but I know exactly what it feels like. I have been there from time to time. Like I might have a low confidence for a point in time, but it's not all throughout the day. Like I've never really I take that back. When I was younger, I did deal with it, felt like I didn't look the best, and but taking action, simple things: work out, clean yourself up. That means take a shower, groom yourself, self-care, all these good things. Working out, self-care, sum that up for low confidence and self-esteem. That is the first building blocks. And then create a plan, your goals, and create a plan for the next day. If you can create a plan and stick to it and not procrastinate it, you're going to stack small wins every day, and that's going to give you confidence and motivation just to keep pushing through those two things. It's going to build self-esteem just by stacking these little daily wins every day. Moving on. I'm going to talk about depression. So being depressed, it ties into all these things. You've got to act yourself out of these thoughts and these bad situations and the way that you view yourself. and you have to stick with it every day. So being depressed, if I was depressed right now, one of the things that I love to do if I'm depressed is take a walk. Try to not sit with vices, whether it's chain smoking cigarettes or drinking yourself to sleep. And I also want to touch on that. But act your way out of these things. Take a walk, working out, make yourself a good meal. All of these things are small victories. And if you can stack these small victories, every 10 small victories feels like one step forward. I want to talk about these vices for a second because I've never really heard anybody with their take on vices like I have say it and put it out there. And sorry, I know this video getting a little wacky. My fucking thoughts, I just have bad memory problems, but I've got a lot of good information to share. I have a very unique take on vices. There's a lot of stigmas associated with drugs. We're living in an unnatural environment. Air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, medications we take. This is a very unnatural environment. So I have an unnatural take on these vices that people call it. They're simply drugs. They're chemicals. But we look at them as vices. My number one take, don't fucking do them. Save yourself the trouble. Just like I wouldn't suggest somebody that's very young to get in a serious relationship. It sounds silly. I just wouldn't suggest it. There's a lot of problems that can come from it not being fully developed, and women can cause young men a lot of troubles. Vices, drugs that we consider drugs here in America. I look at them very uniquely, in a very unique way. I think that there is a place, and I say that for people that have used them before, not so much for other people, but there is a place for it too, even if you haven't used it. If you're stuck in this crazy depression, I'm giving you an example. You're stuck in this depression. Your mind is stuck in these thoughts, let's say it's a breakup. Let's say fucking 3 months have gone by and you just can't, you're making no progress. This is not medical advice. And don't take my advice. I'm an idiot. I'm just saying that this is what I would do. Say you're 3 months out of a breakup and you're just stuck. You might work a job. You might work out. Nothing seems to work. Your mind is stuck. You're depressed. I think that drugs have a place. And I'm not telling you to go fucking shoot dope. I'm not telling you to go on some crazy bender. And I'm also not saying it would be something I would do unless you're actually either under a doctor's care with this. Weed's legal in a lot of states. I'm just saying this because, let's say, for instance, this scenario I'm talking about, 3 months out of a relationship, depressed, nothing is really getting your mind off it, and you're just stuck. I personally think that smoking weed is going to take yourself out of that mindset, and it's going to cause you the least amount of possible side effects. And it's something that can it's a stepping stone to get you to where you need to be. In my personal life, I've gone through that. Worked out, smoked weed, and worked, and went home. Lived a very isolated life. And honestly, the first 1 year, 9 months to a year was the worst. The first 9 months to a year I was just in a dark place, and I felt like I had to smoke to get over it. And smoking was the least amount of side effects with the most amount of positive return that it could give me. But I look at these vices as stepping stones, and I would consider people to last, worst case scenario, something like that to possibly get them to break through. But look, I just want to basically sum this video up and say, if you are dealing with anything that I talked about in the beginning of this video, you have to act your way out of it by actions, daily habits. You have to have good habits and good action. If you have good action and habits, that is going to be the long-term and short-term plan to get you from point A to point B to the point that you want to be. So keep focusing on getting yourself forward, pushing yourself forward, get to where you want to be in life, act yourself into it, positive habits, eat correctly, take care of yourself. Love you guys. Peace.